uh, organization called MUT, Missionary Upholders Trust. The name of the organization is Missionary Upholders Trust. In short, we call it as a MUT. This is the organization which care for the missionaries in India. So it is not that gospel telling organization. This is the organization which care for the missionaries in India. We have around 179 mission organizations enrolled with us, and 16,400 plus missionaries are under our care. So you name any big organization in India, Christian mission organization, so they are under the care of MUT. So in short, the vision of MUT, if you say, serving the servant of God. So this is the vision of MUT, serving the servant of God. Okay, so the servant of God, they will have a different kinds of challenges in their life. So not all the challenges are taken care by the mission organization. There are some of the challenges which is not able to care by the mission organization. The common unmet needs of the missionaries are cared by the MUT organizations. This is our vision and mission what we do. So we care the missionaries in three different ways: in their emotional, spiritual, and physical need. In these three categories, we will care for the missionaries. If you take that physical challenges, so initial stages when the missionaries or mission organizations started their missionary work, right? Most of the South Indian people only went to North India and worked as missionaries. So when they left their places and go to the North India, in a tribal area to do the gospel work, they face lot many challenges because that calamity is completely different. Climatic condition is completely different. Language is completely different. They have to leave their family. They have to leave their native place. And they will go and settle in a small tribal area and preach the gospel of God. So, since everything was completely different in their life, they faced lot of physical challenges in their life, especially the medical. So when they felt sick, it is very difficult for them to care. So the mission organization, some of the big mission organizations, they will care for the missionaries in a medical help also. But not all that the care can be given in a medical thing. So MUT started a department called Medical Care Department. Through this medical care department, MUT is giving lot of help to the missionaries. So we have understanding around 74 mission organizations, mission hospitals in India. The understanding is when a missionaries fell sick and we refer the missionaries to that mission hospital, they have to give the best treatment with very, very affordable cost. So this is the understanding we are MOU signed with that mission hospitals. And whenever that missionaries fell sick, so when they write to us that they are having this kind of problem, then we will recommend these missionaries to a nearby mission hospital to take care of the physical need of the missionaries. That is one of the major issues, challenges faced by the missionaries. There are lot many missionaries who are facing this kind of problem. Nowadays, we know lot many missionaries are having a problem of cancer and other bigger challenges like in their life. Heart problem, kidney failure, so many big problems they are facing in their life. So during such time, the missionaries are cared by that MUT through the medical department. First thing, we will recommend them to a best mission hospital nearby. If they are having extreme critical conditions, they will be called to CMC hospital in Vellore, and they will get the treatment at very, very affordable cost. Very, very affordable cost. The treatment will be given to the missionaries. That is one major thing through the medical department, because we have an understanding with the mission hospital. Not only that, depending upon their diseases, we have categorized around 6 different categories wise now. So we will reimburse the medical bill to the missionaries also. Depending upon the thing, we have fixed each category now, how much money can be reimbursed to the missionaries. So that procedure also now will be helpful. We will recommend them to a very good mission hospital. Then we reimburse the medical bills also. Through our medical department, we are carrying for the physical need of the missionaries. Not only that, so now we are encouraging the missionaries to undergo mass medical checkup every year, because prevention is better than cure. So that is the concept. So some of the disease, if you identify them in early stages, the treatment is very simple. But if you are not identified in the early stages, if they go to that extreme level, then the treatment is very, very huge. They cannot afford to spend money and time for that treatment. So we are encouraging all the missionaries to undergo a master health checkup every year through any of the mission organization, mission hospitals, where we have a MOU with these hospitals with a very, very affordable cost. They will charge only 1,000 rupees for master health checkup. Even in that 1,000 rupees, 600 rupees will be reimbursed to the missionaries. So only for 400 rupees, they can do a master health checkup and get the treatment at the earlier stages also. So like that, and we have an understanding with so many doctors in a different area, clinics and other things. So they can be approached at any time for their critical conditions. They can approach that doctors, get that telephonic consultation with them also, and get that and later on they can go to that mission hospital for the treatment. So this is how the physical need of that missionaries are taken care by MUT. So during this kind of treatment time, whenever the missionaries comes for a treatment in a mission hospital, if they are staying outside any of the lodges, or if they are taking a house rent and other thing, the entire money what they are saving for their treatment has to be spent for the staying and the food. This is one of the another major challenges, right? Because now suppose if the missionary is having a problem with the cancer, it is not a 1 week or 10 days treatment. They have to be there in the hospital for months together for the treatment, for radiation and chemotherapy and so many, for the treatment. Months together they have to stay. If they are staying in a lodge outside the hospital, minimum they have to spend 500 rupees per day. If that is the case, if they are staying for 1 month or 2 months in lodges, that entire money what they are having for a treatment, they have to spend for the stay. So we found this is also one of the major challenges for the missionaries. So what we did, we have rest houses in a major cities of India, where the missionaries can come and stay in the rest houses, and they can have the treatment in the nearby mission hospital. So the rest house is also one of the major benefit to the missionaries. So we charge only 10 rupees for the room rent for the missionaries. The room is very spacious. One family can stay there. It is with attached bathroom and everything will be there. Common kitchen will be there in the rest house in every floor, and they can cook their own food. All the utensils, gas, everything will be available there. Only thing is that they have to buy the provision and they can cook for their own, so that they can have their own food also. So that way, they need not spend money for stay and food. So MUT is giving care to take care of the physical needs through medical department and through rest houses. The rest houses not only for staying during that sickness period also, Suppose the missionary, as a family, they wanted to spend some time. As a family, they wanted to spend some time. They can anytime they can come to our rest houses, stay there, and spend time with the family. Because normally in their missionary life, the missionaries cannot spend time with their children, and they have a lot of challenges. They will always run to go for gospel work only. So they have to have some break. They will come to our rest houses. There are some rest houses. It is a very beautiful place. It is there in Vatanchantram, in Orissa, Laptoput and all. It is like a cottages type. Rest houses are available. So there they can stay and enjoy and spend time with the family. So rest houses for medical treatment as well as regenerating their pressure. So they can spend time with their family and they can regenerate their personal things also. For that are they. And another important things, we have a lot of training programs for the missionaries that will be conducted in the rest houses. Few rest houses we can identify. It's training centers also. Whenever the missionaries are having challenges spiritually, emotionally, and there are so many challenges they will be facing in their field. So during such a time, they need some kind of training, counseling, and some kind of strengthening their spiritual life. For that, we have identified 8 different modules, and we are conducting regularly in our rest houses in different languages also for the missionaries. They can come and stay there in our rest houses and attend the program so that they can be enriched with God's grace and the power, and they can do their mission work very effectively. For example, the missionaries may have a personal issue like in marriage, husband and wife misunderstanding may come in their life. So we have a module called Family Enrichment Seminar. It's a 5-day program. If a missionary is having a personal problem in family issues, they can come and attend their programs. In that program, they will be given a complete counseling to enrich their marriage life and see that good will become better will become a best married life. So that once the problems are solved, they can work very effectively in that mission field and for God's work. So like that, there are so many 8 other modules are there. Counseling programs are there, life revision seminars are there, inner healing seminars are there, interpersonal relationship development program is there. Like that, different modules which is very needed for the missionary life. So we are giving the training program for the missionaries also through that. Another major emotional challenge, if you see, when a missionary dies, that is a big emotional problem the family faces. If a missionary dies, that entire family will be shaken up, right? Because they don't know, the wife and the children, they don't know what to do next. And especially if the children are in a teenage time, they will have a lot of questions in their mind. My dad is doing God's work as a missionary. Why he has died at the earlier stages? That question will come. So it has to be answered in a proper way. Otherwise, the children will go away from God. That is the challenge they are facing during the death of a missionary. So we have a bereaved department in our thing, and we care for these bereaved families, missionary families. In 2-3 ways, we are helping them. Initially, during the death, immediately 10,000 rupees will be paid to that missionary family for funeral expenses. Immediate need. What is needed for a funeral expenses? 10,000 will be given to them. And afterwards, we are giving 1,50,000 rupees to that missionary family, bereaved family, for their immediate need, whatever they are facing. Especially if the children are studying in a college or a thing, they may have to pay that college fees and so many other things will be there. So the immediate need, this 1,50,000 rupees what we are paying to that bereaved family, that will be helpful to them. And we are not living by helping only with the financial aspect also. We have made one study through among that bereaved families. In our studies, when we travel with the bereaved family for 3 years continuously and talk to them, counsel them regularly on regular basis, they will come out of the bereavement. So that way, now we are conducting a bereavement retreat for the bereaved families yearly twice. In different languages we are conducting yearly twice. The bereaved families are invited, entire family with the children, that parents also they will be coming, and in that during that time the counseling will be given individually, even for that children's, adult children, and that married children also, and that bereaved family, husband or wife, whoever it is, give them counseling to them, and see that at the earliest they can come out of the bereavement problem. So once they are coming out of the bereavement issues, they can work effectively in the field, and even the children's issues also will be solved, and see that they are not going out of that God's kingdom thing. So they can be with the God's kingdom plan. So this is how the bereavement care also given to the missionaries through MUT organization. Not only that, the missionary children. So normally the missionary children are not kept in a mission field for their studies and various other things. They are put in hostels in different places. Most of the children are studying in Chandosh Vidyalaya in Tamil Nadu. It is only for the mission children's residential school. And one more school is there in Orissa, Anand Niketan. For the North Indian missionary children, they are studying. More than 300 children are in Anand Niketan. More than 800 children are studying in Santosh Vidyalaya. So, from at the age of 6 onwards, the children are left alone in the hostel for their studies and future. Till they complete their college education, they will be in the hostel. So, relationship between the parents and the children are very much deviated, because all the time they are in the hostel. Even during that holidays time, small holidays like quarterly and half-yearly, they cannot travel to their parents' place, because travel itself takes 3 plus 3, 6 days it will go. Only 10 days leave, only 4 days they will come as a holiday. So they cannot go. Only during that summer holidays they can go to their parents' place. Even during that time they have challenges. The parents will go for a gospel work in the morning itself. They will come only in the late night. So they cannot spend time with their children, those who are on holidays. So that was the challenges they are facing. Even the children are facing the challenges. Parents also having the challenges. Because of that, we have conducted a small survey among the missionary children. That what we have asked, how many of them want to become missionaries like their parents? 95% of children said, no, we don't want to become a missionary. We asked why. They said, we don't have any good relationship with our parents. They are not spending time with us. All other people, they are spending time with the children at any time. But even when we feel sick, we are not able to stay with our parents. In hostel, there will be a separate room for a sick room for that children who are sick. They will be kept there, and they will get a treatment, and they have to be alone. So this is the challenges they are facing. So they are not interested to become a thing, because they are not getting that care from the parents. They feel. So what we did, we called all the missionary children in our restores during the quarterly holidays. We conducted a special program for the children, and our counselors talked to them to each and every children, and we told the children the best job what your parents are doing. They should appreciate, they should understand what the parents are doing for God's work. So when we start doing the counseling, now the students understood the parents' work, missionary work. Now, after around 8-9 years afterwards, till it is continuing, the children, they say, we may not become a missionary, but wherever we work, we will be a missionary in that particular area. Even if it is a secular job or a government job or any other place, we will be a witness to that other people's. That is the commitment that it has come to the children. This is how now, through missionary care department, we are helping the missionary kids. Not only that, during their college educations, we are giving them financially support to that missionary children to do the college education also. So that also we are doing the care. And another one of the major care what we are giving, for the retired missionaries. So in all organization, in a particular age, they will give the retirement to the missionaries. They will be sent out of the organization. So most of the missionaries, initial missionaries, they are cross-cultural missionaries. They have traveled from South India to North India and doing the missionary. When they, after doing 35-40 years of mission work, after retirement, when they came back to their native place, they will not have any friendship in their native place. You know why? They would have not attended any of the relatives' functions or any death or anything. They would not have attended. Because they are concentrated only the gospel work, missionary work only. So because of that, even the relatives who are staying nearby in the native place, they are not caring about the retired missionaries. So the retired missionaries, they are feeling very lonely after the retirement. Till the retirement, they are running around for gospel work. After retirement, they don't have any work. They are just simply sitting in the house, and age also one of the criteria, and they will start getting all kind of sickness. Old age sickness will be there. Loneliness also bring lot of pressure, tension, sickness it will come. Like that, they will undergo a lot of sickness. So, for MUT is concerned, we treat every missionary. A missionary is always a missionary till he gets his God's call, home call. Till his death, we treat the missionaries as a missionaries only. Even their retirement life, we are treating them as a missionaries only. So, MUT taking care of the retired missionaries also. In their medical aspects, we are helping them. They can continue their medical treatment and everything with that mission hospitals, and we will give them support for their medical also. And we conduct regional wise retreat for the retired missionaries, so that they can have a fellowship among the retired missionaries. They can talk to each and everyone, and they can have a fellowship, so that that will be it will be encourage the retired missionaries to their further period of life. Not only that, we are encouraging all the retired missionaries to write their own biography. If you go to any Christian bookshop, if you wanted to buy a biography book for our children, what we'll see? Almost all the foreign missionaries who came to India, that biography books only it will be available on the bookshelf, right? William Carey will be there, right? Like that, so many missionaries who came to India as a missionaries, that biographies are available. But now the new generation, our generation people, so they say, there are foreigners. So they are expecting our own people's biography. If our own people have got 30-40 years experience as a missionary, if they write their biography, that will give a more effect to that younger generation towards the mission work. So we are conducting a writers workshop, biography writers workshop for the retired missionaries, and train the retired missionaries to write their own biographies. So already 29 missionaries have written their biographies. It already it has been released. It is available with that people they are written their thing. We are encouraging more and more people should write their missionary life biography, so that our younger generation to know, okay, this person, okay, he is from my own native place. I know him. He is my grandpa. And his biography is there. It is very beautiful. How much he has worked for God. That will encourage that younger generation to do more for a mission work in India. So this is how now for retired missionaries also we care for the retired missionaries also. So likewise, we are and another one of the major things, crisis care department. Good Samaritan crisis care department also is there. So during the crisis time, due to natural crisis like flood or fire accident or cyclone, suppose during this kind of a thing, if the missionary family is affected, their houses, they have lost everything. So that department will help the missionaries to rebuild their own home. So we will help them the things. And not only that, so there are so many small helps they are given, especially the extended family. If a missionary's parents are fell sick, major sickness if they are having, a small amount of medical help will be given through this crisis care department also. For the missionary family, parents also we are helping them, because that will become a crisis for these missionaries. If the parents are not well, so they cannot stay with them and take care of them because they have their work. So it is always in their mind, my daddy is not well, what to do, who is going to take care of him. So many things they will be facing. So for that, for his contribution, he can help the parents for the MUT help in a crisis period also. And another one of the major crises, what we have felt, if a cross-cultural missionaries are staying in a remote tribal area, parents are in south side in a remote village they are living. During the death of the parents, if they wanted to come for the funeral, attend the funeral of their parent, it takes minimum 3 to 4 days to reach their hometown. Because now by train itself it takes minimum 2 to 3 days, and to go to their native place, minimum 3 to 4 days it will take. So by the time the funerals will be over, and third day prayer meeting also, Thanksgiving prayer also will be over. So what that relatives will say, they will always put a blame on that missionaries. So even during your death of your father, you are not able to come for his funeral. So it is a great challenge for the missionaries. They cannot forget, because everyone in that village and the relatives will keep on telling, you are not done as a son. The job of a son, you are not done it. What kind of a job work you are doing? Even if it is a missionary work, it is not at all good and all. Like that, so many things they will be speaks about them. So we found this is one of the major crises for the missionaries. So what is helping them now? During the death of the parents, if they have to travel more than 1,500 kilometers and above, we give them their family one-way flight ticket to the mission family. So as a missionary family, they can travel from a nearest airport to their native place. One-way flight ticket will be given to them so that they can reach their native place within 10 to 12 hours maximum. So they can reach, so that they can do all kind of what they have to do during that funeral. They can attend, they can be present in that time, and that will be a great blessing to the missionaries. This is how the MUT organizations care for the missionaries. In a different way we are caring for the missionary. Right? So there is a one word, Matthew chapter 5 verse 41. It says, if anyone compels you to go for a 1 mile distance, go with him for 2 miles. Right? It is a Jesus commandment. It has given to us. Right? If anyone compels you to go for a mile, go with him for 2 miles. We call this as a second mile service. As a Christian family, we have been helping the mission organization, missionaries in a different way. But that is not enough for the missionaries. We have to go for a second mile service to the missionaries. Whatever you can able to do, we can help them. For example, suppose you know or you sponsor a missionary missionary family, how many times you talk to them over phone? Even a small 10 minutes phone call will give them a full emotional support to the missionaries. So, as a congregation, as a Christian family, we can help emotionally and spiritually also. We can pray for the missionaries' work, and we can emotionally also, we can support that missionary and do that second mile service to the missionaries. This is our MUT request to you all people. So we are giving a prayer circular twice in a month that will contain the missionaries who are taking treatment staying in our rest house and taking treatment in a mission hospital. That list will be given, which organization, what kind of a disease they are facing. We are twice in a month we are sending that prayer circular. We can able to send the circular to you also. You can pray for the sick missionaries. That is very much important. Because in that prayer circular, more than 70% of the prayer points are for the cancer affected missionaries. So our prayer support is very much needed for the missionaries who are affected with the sickness. So like that, no, the prayer support we can give, give them. We can talk to them over phone. We can support them emotionally, and do the second mile service, which will be very beneficial to the missionaries. So thank you very much for giving an opportunity to share about Missionary Upholders Trust activities, and we can also join hands with us and help the missionaries in the emotional and spiritual and physical need of the missionaries. So that way we can do the mission work very effectively in India through the mission organization and the missionaries. So thank you very much for that opportunity given to us. Thank you. Okay. One more project I just left it, reminded me. We have a program called the SMILE, that is only for pastors fellowship. Even the pastors fellowship also, they are doing a lot of gospel work in remote villages, and as a mission pastors, they are doing a work. So they can also join with MUT through the fellowship they can join, and for them also, during the death time, MUT is helping them. So we will give them that death benefits also to that pastor's family, and they can also attend that bereavement care retreats also, and see that they can come out of the bereavement also. That SMILE project also is available for the pastors in India. They can have to join as a fellowship with us. Like a mission organization joining with MUT, the pastors fellowship also can join with us. At present, 108 pastors fellowship are with us, and we are caring for the pastors also during the time of death. Okay. So thank you very much. So how we are operating, that one small things also I just telling. It is not that we get donation from abroad or any other or finance organizations are supporting us. So this is missionaries supporting the missionaries. This is where we are attending. So every missionaries, they are contributing 100 rupees every month. So we are collecting that 100 rupees every month from missionaries, and those missionaries are in need. This pooled money has been given to that needy missionaries. The thing. So God has kept me healthy, and I am very healthy and no issues for me at all. I am contributing 100 rupees every month. That 100 rupees will be helpful for my fellow missionaries who is working in a different organization in a different area, who is having a problem like medical issues or any health issues or anything. This money will be given to them, and they are helping the love your neighbors. In this method only we are contributing. So that is not sufficient, even because in 100 rupees, 55 rupees we are allocating for the medical expenses. Right? So 16,400 missionaries we are helping them. So that contributions will come around 1.5 crores. The contribution comes approximately around 1.5 crores. But the need of medical help alone every year it is going beyond 2.5 crores. So the deficit of 1 crore will come. So we got a lot of MUT loving people who are supporting us through their donations and through their contributions. So with that we can able to meet the need of the other challenges what we have tried. Okay. So this is how yeah, even for the smile also that money has been collected and it is given to the things also. This is how we operate. That is the reason for the past 33 years we can able to continuously do that work without any issue. If we are foreign contributions we are getting, nowadays you know how many foreign agencies are blocked in India. They cannot give any money to the Indian organization. Then we cannot do that, continue to do that work, because missionaries are helping their own missionaries, and support from that other mission-minded people's congregation, we can able to do that work without any issues and problems. Okay? This is how we operate. So you can also support us in a very okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.